All right, cousin. So this is part two too. They wish they would have treated you better while they had you. My storage ran out in the last video, but I posted it instead. So go catch that one. But I think that this is someone who is getting karma on their ass because of how they treated you. This could have been someone that slept with a karmic or someone who did some things by way of infidelity that has very much so compromised their integrity, but also the integrity of the relationship. And I mean, their behaviors is just catching up to them. I don't know no other way to say it. This person could be dealing with a self-esteem wound. And I think that this person could reflect your self-esteem wound. Your self-esteem wound that kind of stopped you from being able to trust your boundaries and trust your spirit of discernment when it came to this person, because their toxic behaviors likely are not new to you per se. And I think that through whatever you've been going through with this person served as a catalyst for you to step into your power and really begin to require a lot more of what you deserve instead of allowing people to tell you what you deserve or treat you some type of way. But your guides are coming back around with a vengeance on your behalf for everybody that really tried to downplay your potential and who you really were. Your guides said, let them have it. Karma will show them. Meanwhile, you are being prepared for your divine inheritance, because I think, to be honest, I think you were down while they were up. And I feel like people were laughing at you. People were kicking you when you needed a hand. People who you made your energy accessible to and that you like really loved on dogged you out. And it feels like certain people really got a kick out of that. And I think that maybe that hurt you too. But your guides were watching the entire time. And now it feels like the tables are turning, but the tables are turning in a way where you're getting ready to step into like your moment, but your moment being more of a lifestyle. And it's not to say that energies don't rise and fall and all of the things, but I mean, upgrade and reciprocation and overflow is going to be more of a consistent norm for you. And it's great that certain people has revealed themselves now before you stepped into that. But it feels like they're heavily regretful. They wish that they didn't play you like how they did. And they wish that they didn't play you to the extent to which they did, because it feels like this is somebody who really did the effing most for real. And you can't unsee them as a sleazeball for real. And they were likely very arrogant in their transgressions, like on some ha 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 ha, I got it, you don't, or I did this, ketchup mustard, or I took this from you, what you gonna do about it, or whatever the hell it is. But at any rate, your guides are like, let them have it. Laugh now, cry later. Because now this person is haunted by you and you were the best thing that they never had. This person really took advantage of your love and your openness and your kindness and the potential that you seen in them and how much you made your energy available to them. And they almost thought that they were getting over on you. They thought that you were foolish, gullible, and also maybe that's the reason why they thought that you weren't really worthy of them pouring more into. But the universe has shown them very closely that they are gravely mistaken, and now they can't forget about you, and they can't forget about y'all's connections. They replay it over and over and over and over to see exactly where they went wrong, exactly where they could have went a different direction, exactly where they could have been more of a helping hand or shown up for you in the same ways that you showed up for them. The universe is showing them in their selfishness extremely clearly, to be honest. And it is hard for them to process because this experience is very humbling for them. And I think that all of the weird shit that they were doing to you was only further showing their self-esteem wound. That's why they thought that those behaviors and things that they were doing was okay. But karma did show them. Some of them were dealing with jealousy, why you and not me kind of energy. And I think that they were likely trying to like pull some strings behind the scenes so that you would kind of like slip up, or so that people didn't see you as authentic or what have you. And so that they can take more of whatever it is that they feel like they're trying to take from you. But it never really stuck. It never really stuck because this person's intentions were trash. It's not in alignment with you. It's not on your level by any means. And they only kind of dug their own grave for real. Yeah, they were only there for the benefits and nothing more. Proximity to you benefits them more than you think, and they didn't think that you would ever catch on or leave, okay? But the thing is, you have more help and favor in this than you think. This person wasn't expecting for the divine to really come in and rescue you and to show up for you and to pour back into you after they had siphoned you of everything that they did. But now, like I said before, you are inclining. You are on an up and up. You are opening up to experiencing more high heights and obtaining more out of life. And this person is having to sit in their shit, having to go through multiple karmic kind of like awakenings and having to see themselves in a light that makes their damn stomach turn for real. You really awaken them to their shadow self and how it shows up in very selfish or narcissistic kind of ways. And I think that something that you said to them about their behaviors and how they conduct themselves in connections very much so has haunted them and sticks with them. This could have been someone that you are giving the silent treatment with or that you are no contact with. But even though you likely are no contact, they are heavily in their head about you. They think that you were their soulmate. They think that you were their person, to be honest. Or at least they know that they'll never experience another energy like you. They know that you're beautiful, you're natural, you're all of the things, but they know that they will never get another experience like this in love or divine reciprocation and connection because they showed up as an energy vampire. They fucked it up. I mean, I don't know a nice way to say it. It feels like they very much so messed up the connection with their lack of integrity, with their lack of know-how to love, with their lack of boundaries. But they were coming to you trying to gaslight you into thinking that it was just a misunderstanding and that you're always tripping. Oh, it's always something with you. But they're lying to themselves and denying how they feel. Your energy came in and really like shed so much light on who they really were and their character. Not only did it shed light on them and their character as a person, but also you exposed their character to the people around them as well. And they're having a very, very hard time right now, still being haunted by your energy. They wish they would have done better by you. It's like they wish that they didn't choose wrong. They wish that they would have like been more loving and aware of the blessing that you were in their lives. Yeah. This is somebody who heavily was hating on you because they ain't you. They didn't like you getting attention or you growing beyond them or you entertaining your ideas independent of them and things like that. This person is also heavily stalking your social media. They watch you all the time. They binge watch you because they're trying to clock the scoop to see if you have room for them in your new life. But they're being divinely denied. Karma is teaching them. Your guides are saying do not interfere and don't overplay your role. Fall back. Your guides are awakening them to the truth within themselves so that they can heal. This isn't for you to get in the way of. You were just the catalyst, okay? Yeah, you don't have to be dragged to learn a lesson. You don't have to be taken advantage of for you to gain your wisdom. You came, you saw, you conquered, and now it's time to move on. And just because this person has all of these regrets in their heart, in their hand, it doesn't excuse their behavior and their characteristics as a person. So your guides are telling you to not, be so open or don't be so gullible. Don't be what they expect for you to be. If you want to teach them a lesson, then you need to teach them your value. And that looks like you not making your energy so accessible and allowing them, or let's say not allowing them, but making sure that they understand that you are to be earned and you're not accepting the breadcrumbs or, the BS from anybody for real. They want to make it right, but they know that they can't because they were too sneaky behind your back. That's why your guides are not having it. And they also were manipulating others into seeing you poorly. They were speaking very poorly on your name. They were also saying that you would never make it. You would never get to a point where, you're experiencing the fruits of life and of your labor. They tried to tell people that you were delusional and things like that, but only for them to tap in with your life and see that you surpassed everything that you said that you were going to do. And now they're trying to figure out how they can better copy you and without looking like a hater, because they've gone out of their way to do all of these weird smear campaigns and things against you only to try and be just like you. I think that this person really wishes that they can go back in time, because I'm hearing, I wish I had a time machine. And at the bottom of my deck, it says, Biggie, one more chance. They wish they could go back. They wish they would. They wish they can go back with what they know now. And they're very regretful because they just didn't think that you would come into your power and that you would surpass them. And now they know that they have severed the bridge so bad that your energy is never going to be accessible to them again in the same ways that it once was. And now they're kind of feeling some type of way because they can't use your energy. They can't have proximity to your game, and they're a brokey. Their mindset is poor. It feels like, to be honest, the more you started to glow up and you started to step into more of your divine inheritance, this person really started to fall the F off for real. They started to lose their mind. They started to withdraw. They started to kind of unravel for real. They look to you as like their well of energy, like their well of inspiration and things like that, even though they show up as very hateful and resentful behind what is naturally like yours in a way, or your very natural energy. Some of them did you so bad and they want you to reconsider because they broke their promise. They were a big liar. But nope, your guys are saying absolutely not. They're a reflection of a version of you that you have outgrown. Your bag will be so different 3 to 6 months from now. So look at this from a higher perspective. You've already sowed the proper seeds within this individual so that they can grow and so that they can become more aware on their spiritual journey. But it's time for you to move on. And it's time for you to also pull your energy back from this individual, because I can feel you kind of like still invested emotionally, or maybe still hurt behind what they did. But at any rate, your guides are saying no, let them go through their own experiences. You ignited them. You did what you were supposed to do. Now step into your abundance with more love and with more appreciation for the fact that you worked really fucking hard to get here. And everybody just can't come with you. And I think that certain people revealed themselves in their hand right on time. Allow them to be haunted by you and allow yourself to continue to move forward into your season of overflow, because that is exactly what you are being prepared for, cousin. So act accordingly. And I'm going to leave this message right there. Also, you don't have to liberate anybody from their need of being accountable for their actions. You don't have to forgive nobody. You don't have to make your energy overly accessible to them just because they feel entitled to it. So your guys are telling you to keep that in mind, my love. You don't got to take them off the hook. How else do they learn? And that's why they look at you as more gullible in a way in general. So don't take your foot off their neck. That don't mean be nasty or be unkind, but it does mean respect your boundaries. Respect them, okay? Now, moving forward, cousins, you can book me at lucidlifestyle.com and come check out my TikTok and all of the things. But thank you so much for joining me for a live pool. I'll see you soon. Love you.